And it's freezing rain, and I'm sweating like a fiend. This is almost dangerous. Creek, Allegheny National Forest. Hey guys, welcome to Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me. Today we are finally getting back out again. Saturday afternoon, and we are up in Allegheny National Forest, specifically the Minister Creek Loop area. And there's a lot more snow up here than I originally anticipated. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a great time. We're doing a 3-day trip, 2 nights. And let's see. Minister Creek is an 8-mile loop located within Allegheny National Forest. We're going to tackle that whole loop of 8 miles. And we're going to be camping on the North Country Scenic Trail, which is a trail that's about, I think it's 4,200 miles. It stretches from New York to North Dakota. It's gonna be a good time. Once we get to a more remote area, we'll take a look at the map, and I'll show you my plan. Okay, here's a map of Minister Creek. We parked right down here at the trailhead, and we are right here now. We're gonna walk up Minister Creek Trail and take a look at this North Country Scenic Trail. This is the trail that runs like 42 or 4,600 miles from New York to North Dakota. And we're gonna try to stay somewhere along here, a little bit off the trail, maybe along a stream or something. I'm just starting to sweat a little bit, so I need to just cool down. We'll go over the layers once I get to camp. But I'm hoping that we're able to find a clear site that we can set up for the night. But you know, in the winter, all bets are off, so we're gonna see. We're not even guaranteed a fire tonight, but we just reached the North Loop, and we're going to go downhill along the outside edge of Minister Creek and see if we can hit the North Country Scenic Trail today. I just stopped for lunch. I had a PBJ. I got another one in my pocket ready to go, and let's get to it. Let's get this pack on and let's head downhill. Haven't needed the micro spikes yet, but there are some slick sections of this, you know, going over little streams and everything. So enough of my blabbing, let's get going. Now my trail weight with food and water is 35 pounds, and I probably overpacked just a little bit because I have some extra layers that I probably don't need. But just in case weathermen are wrong, you know, we know how accurate the weathermen are all the time. Just have some extra protection. Wow, I'm going up that hill? Wow. I'll tell you what, guys, though. It is stunningly beautiful out here. It's amazing. Water's still running too, which is a good thing. I guess I'm assuming this is Minister Creek, so it's flowing pretty good. There's still ice though. There's still ice. You can see it. I mean, look at the shoreline. It looks like I'm one of the first people to come through here. There's really not any tracks in the snow, so I'm the first one to come through here. You can see a little smidge of blue on the sides of the trees, I guess, the old trail markers, but this whole trail is marked with like white diamonds, silver diamonds right there. And I might need to get out the trekking poles for this one. Looks like we're climbing a big hill here. Wow. Not sure where I even go at this point. I can't see any blazes in front of me. Just need to make sure, that I stay on the trail. And like I said, I'm the first one, it looks like, in the snow. So let's check the map. Okay. I guess that says North Country Scenic Trail. So we're heading up here. Oh, good. The blazes are actually marked here. When I got to the parking lot, I met a guy named John. Real cool guy. And we were talking a little bit while I was getting ready to get on the trail. And we got into the conversation of, you know, he makes his own wine. He even had some with him, and I tried some. It was really good. Props to him. He has an excellent product there. But he was waiting for a couple people to show up to day hike with him around Minister Creek. And I went off whenever they arrived. And where I couldn't see the trail markers on the trees. Somebody had taken the silver diamonds off of the trees in some locations and made it incredibly hard to see where you were going. So they actually caught up to me, John's group. So I actually walked with John and his group for like what, 2 or 3 miles. And we got to talking, and this one dude that was with him, he's going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail come March 27th, I believe. That's really cool. So we were talking and didn't do much filming. But back on the trail now. And now it's like a little after 2 o'clock. I just took a break, trying to decrease some sweat that's going on. This trail is rough with all this snow, but it's really, really beautiful so far. And just looking around to see where this next sign is. Let's see. I think it's down here. But that was really cool hiking with those guys. Gave them my YouTube channel. Maybe they'll check me out. But this is excellent. Excellent weather. It's not too hot, not too cold. Not really, the trail's a little hard to see in some locations. In fact, right now I think I should be going up. But we got about 1 foot of snow on the ground up here. And oh, look at this. Look at all the water. It's frozen over there. That's pretty cool. I'm on my way now. We're going to just follow this trail until I get tired. Maybe stop in an hour or two. And set up camp. Looking for potential campsites from here on out. And I'm looking forward to that mountain house meal. It was 20 degrees when I pulled in here. I believe it's heated up a little bit since then. Overnight temperatures should be about 20 degrees at night and like around the 30-35 range during the day, which is why I don't have the Sawyer filter with me. I don't want to run the risk of it freezing on me. Snow hiking is very tiring. So I think I had 8 miles planned for today. I'll probably only do like 4 or 6 in the time that I have, just to make sure that, you know, camp is set up pretty good. First road crossing, and then we'll get back on the NCST. Might need to stop a little earlier today than I originally planned to. I got a big cramp in my thigh, my left thigh. It's hard to lift my leg up over the snow. So I'll be looking for camp ASAP. But first, I gotta get off this road. It's 3:30. I want to maybe go for another 30 minutes or so, and then I want to hunker down and get something set up. Get a fire going. I think this might be home for the night. Let's trudge around here and see if I can't find a good place to set up camp. Yeah, this looks good. There's a stream a little bit over here. I think this might be it. I'm gonna put my pack down and do some scouting around this area. Find a nice flat piece of land. Make sure this is all dry. So let's get camp set up. And I think there is a fire ring already here. I think somebody actually camped here because there's these big rocks and this log that somebody dragged over here. So I'm using I believe a pre-existing campsite already. And man, I'll tell you what, this place is beautiful. It's a running stream. You can hear the creek. I can see the trail way off in the distance. And this will be home for the night. So let's get things set up. I was trying to find a spot further away from the creek because I want to respect the leave no trace mentality But this whole area is just covered in, you know, uneven ground. There's rocks everywhere, there's trees everywhere, and there's several streams that just meet at this point. And with my thigh hurting the way it is, I can't do any more walking. So, you know, I'm not one of those people that just throws their garbage, throws their crap everywhere and just leaves it here. I bring a gallon Ziploc bag and pick up trash that other people leave around on the trail. So I'm gonna camp here for tonight. This is gonna have to do. I'm running out of sunlight to look around for camp, so need to get this set up, need to get a fire going, I need to get shelter. Have the quarter dome 2 tonight. You know, I was debating on bringing the hammock, but you know, I didn't test that in cold weather, and I don't want to screw it up, especially not knowing if I'm gonna even be able to get the stakes in the ground here. So the tent will have to do for the night. Whew, getting chilly. Let's see. I have the initial fire going. Gotta let this wood dry out a little bit, but the wood that I collected for the past 30 minutes is pretty much all gone. It's actually pretty surprised there's not much actual usable wood here. Everything's like under the snow. Probably need another 2 hours or so to get firewood. I'm gonna check the other side of the creek bed to see if I can find anything else, but if I can't keep this fire going until I go to bed, it's not a big deal. I have plenty of stuff I need to be doing. Or I have plenty of stuff I can do. One of the things is, you know, listen to some audiobooks on that SanDisk Sansa. Highly recommended. It's about this small. You guys seen it in other videos, but I really enjoy it. So we'll see how this wood goes. And yeah, it's just hard walking through the snow to get firewood. But this is a beautiful spot, though. Let me just show you everybody around here real quick. Yeah. Quarter dome. 3-season tent. It's just beauty all the way around. I'm gonna drink a ton of water because I'm definitely a little not dehydrated, but I definitely didn't drink as much as I usually would on a normal hiking trip. Just because I have to take my pack off to get to my water bottle. That's probably my only complaint about that Osprey Atmos pack. You cannot reach a water bottle in the side pocket with it on, but you have to completely take it off. So I'm going to guzzle some water, and then I'm going to fill up for tomorrow. I'm going to start boiling some snow, and we're going to go from there. So I have my food bag over there about, let's say, 60 feet. Maybe a little more, hung up over top of 2 trees. So there's probably no threat of bear, but there are coyotes. There's a lot of coyotes apparently in this forest, and I did see tracks while I was getting firewood. So I'm just going to keep that in mind and play it safe. This is the Marmot Zeus. I just checked the thermometer. It's about 33 degrees right now. I got this for Christmas. This is about $200, I think. 700 filled down. It's $200, but if you go to REI literally right now as you're watching this video, it's $99 on clearance. And I'll tell you what, I had a big problem with a couple of the other jackets, North Face and Mountain Hardwear. Both very good brands, but I had a problem with just a ton of down leaking out of the jackets. So this, I've only found like maybe 1 or 2 feathers have floated out of it, and I've been using this a lot lately. So highly recommend this Marmot Zeus 700 filled jacket. It's $100 up at REI on clearance. So be sure to check this out. Just getting the fire's still going, but I'm gonna let it burn out. It's not worth me. It's not worth me further injuring myself. I want to kind of relax the leg tonight, and I'll just chill in the tent, whatever. I gotta charge 3 batteries already anyway. I only have 5 right now. Start boiling some snow here for some water. This will probably take a while. I'm sure I'll get lots of extra fiber with all the crap that's on here. And I'll just keep doing this about, I don't know, 1,000 times, I guess. Whenever you do this, make sure you put water at the bottom of your pot first, or else you'll burn your pot. The snow won't be enough to coat it. So I'm going to get to this. Mountain house is cooking up. This is how much I'm losing my mind, guys. So I'm sitting here boiling snow, and I just remembered I'm about 20 feet away from a creek. I'm losing it, guys, I'll tell you what. But you know what? It's absolutely beautiful out here. It doesn't matter. I'm completely warm. And it's going to be a good night either way. Okay, guys, so a couple days ago, I posted on Facebook if anybody had any questions for me for this upcoming trip. I got a couple responses. I think I'm going to do this for the channel every time I go out. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, wait till I post, where I'm going, and then feel free to ask me whatever you guys want. It could be about hiking, camping, backpacking, really anything. It could be about video games, like whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about. So the first question I had was from Julia. She asked, how do you stay warm at night? What I do is, right now it's 30 degrees, I'm completely warm, and it's all about layering, in my opinion. You don't need a big hefty fire in the winter to keep warm. I'm actually really toasty and a little bit hot with wearing what I'm wearing, and I still have extra clothes, but I layer. What I do is, I'm wearing this down jacket, and then underneath this I have a polyester shirt, a long sleeve shirt. Underneath that I have, it's called, I think it's by Under Armour, it's called Cold Gear, and it's just a synthetic polyester blend, and it's a compression shirt, compression pants, and it's meant to trap your body heat and keep it all in. I found that this works great. I actually have my winter coat just in case this down jacket and my other layers aren't enough. To keep my feet warm, and they are a little cold right now, I'll be honest, but that's just because I've been traipsing through the snow, and now that I've stopped moving, I'm starting to cool down. But I have the boots, and then I have socks underneath that, and then I have a sock liner. Now I do this to avoid blisters, but it's also a great way to keep warm. I could actually wear a third pair of socks, on top of the socks that I'm wearing, and that'll keep me plenty warm as well. Another thing I do in the winter, I actually have one in my pocket right now, warming my camera batteries. These packets of hand warmers, they work exceptionally well. They last for I'd say 12 hours. And you just, throw these behind your back or in your sleeping bag before you're ready to go to bed, and you're nice and toasty the whole night. I usually put one behind my back and maybe one in the foot box. And then in the morning, I'm going to throw these inside my boots before I put them on to kind of get, some residual heat build up in there. Other than that, just if you're really cold, you could always do, some exercises, do some jumping jacks, do some push-ups, and that's if you're really cold. If you're if you're starting to shiver, that's what you got to do. Other than that, that's how I stay warm. So I hope I answered your question, Julia, and keep them coming. The next question is from Debbie. She asks, and let me make sure I get this right. She asks, how do I decide on, where I'm going? What camp I'm going to, what area I'm going to? Does it depend on the terrain? Does it depend on the weather? Well, Debbie, I honestly don't really care about the weather. I think any good hiker should be prepared for the worst and expect the best. So what I personally do is I kind of look at the forecast and see what it's going to be for a certain area once I figure out where I'm going. But if things go crazy, Like, I know I was actually originally going to come out here Friday. It's now Saturday. But it said Google Weather said it was actually going to be, -9 degrees. And that's just, I'm not all about that. I'm out here to have fun, not freeze my butt off. So, that's that first part of the question. The second part of the question is, how do I come up with where I'm going? There is a great community on reddit.com. You guys have probably heard about that. And they're always, there's camping Reddit, there's a camping and hiking, there's a wilderness backpacking, there's a camping gear, hammocks. There's all these different separate kind of forums, and I frequent those daily. I say that's like my morning ritual, is go and see what's new on those forums. And, there's a lot of tips on, here's my hike, this is what I did, and excellent, advice on where to go, what people liked, what people didn't. Another thing I go on is Backpacker Magazine has a great little collection of trails that you can look at. And then I open Google Maps, I find a forest or a state park on the map that's close to me, that it's within the range that I want to drive, and I just go. I try to research as much as I can about it, and then I'm out here. Similar to this, I saw that Allegheny National Forest was up here. I knew it was up here. I knew that there's tons and tons of trails. There's so many acres up here. There's like something like 200,000 acres, and most of it's wooded, and a lot of it has trails in it. So Minister Creek was recommended by one of the Reddit users as one of their favorite places in Allegheny National Forest to hike. So Debbie, I hope I answered your question, and hi, Mom. If you guys couldn't tell, Debbie is also my mom. So keep them coming, guys, and I look forward to answering some more questions. I just had some chili mac with beef, and oh my god, it was delicious. So my fire, I think, has gone out. I am going to boil the rest of the water and fill up the Nalgene, and then I am going to probably get in the tent and just relax, maybe take some pain meds. But it's really dark, really, really dark out here, so I'm gonna get to it. I have a lot of camera batteries to charge too, so I need to get started on that as well before I go to bed. The view of the stars in Allegheny National Forest is stunning. Wow. I wish I could show you on video, but I know it's not going to come out. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen stars like this anywhere I've been so far. Looks like just light bulbs up in the sky right now. Wow. That's pretty cool, guys. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm all snuggled up. It's a little after 8 o'clock. Good night, guys. I will see you in the morning. Whew. Good morning, everybody. I think. Let's see what time it is here. It's about 7 o'clock. The sun should be coming up soon. Oh, my thigh still hurts. Oh, man. Well, oh, man, I did not get a good night's sleep last night. I'll tell you what, at like 10:30 or so, I heard a shotgun shot and scared the living crap out of me. Like, who the heck would be hunting in the complete darkness up in Allegheny National Forest? I mean, it sounded like it came up over the hill over there, but it was really, really loud, and it really startled me from a deep sleep. And then at like probably 4 o'clock or so, I heard a pack of coyotes howling to my left. So I just blew the whistle on my knife, just in case. And I didn't hear anything after that. So not a big deal, but it's definitely my sleeping bag is definitely clammy, as happens in the winter. You know, the condensation from your breath, it just collects, and it has to go somewhere. So think I'm gonna heat up my clothes, and by that time the sun should be starting to come up. And I need some coffee. Oh my goodness. I'm actually pretty hungry too. I'm looking forward to that oatmeal. So, see you outside the tent. Let's go see if our food bag is still here. Wow, this snow feels like it got deeper last night. Alright, let's go have us some breakfast. Got some coffee going. That's gonna be good. Oh man. Warm you right up. Okay, so we're back on the North Country Scenic Trail. My health status report, or I said my thigh was acting up yesterday. I don't know if it was a cramp or I had to have pulled something. So it's when I reach that trailhead for Minister Creek, I'm gonna decide, because I know there's a lot of uphill on Monday, or at least the original plan, Monday was a lot of uphill. And I was going to stay tonight again on the other side of Minister Creek via the North Country Scenic Trail, but I don't want to overdo it. I may just turn this into an overnight adventure. And I apologize to you, my viewers. You know, you guys are making this channel great, and I want to be great for you guys. But I gotta be honest, man, my winter setup did not handle like I thought it was. Namely the shelter. I mean, the tent itself handled fine, but the amount of condensation, the amount of clamminess, if you will, on my sleeping bag this morning, ugh, it was chilling me pretty good toward the middle of the night, especially when I woke up and I heard those coyotes. So, we'll see how far we get today, and I'll try to finish the loop, or do what I originally planned. Just passed another group of campers, 2 people camping down here, close to the other end of the North Country Scenic Trail, I guess. Yeah. Tienesta Scenic. Huh, cool. They didn't hear any gunshot last night. I asked them if he heard anything, but didn't hear anything. Guess it was just my way, I guess. Derelict Camp, 210 Allegheny River. Huh. I guess I'm following John's group's footprints from yesterday. I think they were doing a day hike of the loop, of the Minister Creek loop. It's kind of nice. Able to just dig in a little bit, not overexert. This trail, man, it's really not, the Minister Creek loop, that is. This trail is just horribly blazed. I'm sure it's fine in the spring, or spring, summer, fall time when you can actually see what you're walking on, but in the winter it was really hard to find the trail. Check out the ice, guys, right here. This is the water's just going down this little waterfall right here. That's pretty cool. Man, this is probably so amazing in the warmer weather. I can only imagine how this looks in the spring. Wow. Yeah, so I think I made a decision. I'm just gonna do the Minister Creek loop. I'm not gonna worry about the overnight tonight. So, again, I apologize to my subscribers and viewers. Again, I just don't want to overdo it. There will be other trips. I think to supplement this video, at the end of this trip, at the end of this video, I'm going to put some unreleased footage from last year's adventures. Some of the footage from the adventures were trips I've taken that never made it to YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know what you think. God knows I've fallen half a dozen times here already, but I'll put my epic falls, some of the epic falls. Can't show you all of them, but I'll put those at the end of the video too. So it's a little treat and to say thank you for everybody. I really appreciate you guys. And though I'm extremely tired right now, I'm having a blast. Get some conditioning in, winter hiking, winter camping, all around good time, except for the pestering leg issues. So, I hope you guys enjoy that at the end. Wow, look at that. I think we're at the cross section for the rocks. This is pretty cool. Oh, incredibly tired. But there's no stopping now. Keep on keeping on. Oh. I think my pace is down to like 1 mile an hour now. Maybe even less than that. Holy cow. This terrain would be rough in the 3 season, let alone winter. And it's just enough that you can't use snowshoes too. I was debating on putting the micro spikes on, but that requires time and effort. And I'm feeling pretty lazy right now. Whew. It is pretty though. A lot of history in them rocks, glacier rocks. Every time I tell myself I'm at the top, it just keeps getting higher. And it's freezing rain, and I'm sweating like a fiend. This is almost dangerous. You know, I thought the first time I went to Oil Creek was the most challenging thing I've ever done. This beats it. I'm wiped out. The scenery is keeping me going though. This has to be it. Minister Valley Overlook. You know, with all the rocks being as wet and slippery as they are, I'm just gonna stand here and enjoy this. I can see it just fine from here. That's pretty amazing. I can't wait to see this in the spring or summer or whenever I come up here. Alright, we got a whole bunch of diamonds now. So let's figure out where I'm going now. We got South Loop connector. So let's do the, I think it's the South Loop to finish the whole loop. I'm not gonna wuss out now. I'm gonna finish this. Oh man. Alright, South Loop. The South Loop is 2 miles long. Okay, yeah. This is where I'm going, apparently. I don't even know if I can fit through here. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have took the middle loop. This is rough. This is as rough as the other one. This motor looks like fairly new. I don't know what this is. It's like an oil well, maybe? I don't know. Really good trip. I reached my limit for winter hiking today, though. I don't think I could do much more of this. I am exceptionally happy I made the decision to not do the extra day, because this would have been rough. This would have been rough had I gone a couple miles down the North Country Scenic Trail, which, by the way, I didn't even see a sign for that, so I might not even have found it anyway. We would have came down right there had I went the shortcut, but I did the extra 2 miles. So this path should lead us back out to the trailhead, to the car, into a number 3, a large curly fry and a large Coke from Arby's. I definitely need it. And I think I've earned it too. Same old problems on this trip, man. I'm not taking enough breaks. Namely, today it was just, water is so hard to get in my pack. You got to take the whole thing off to get it. I should have probably ate a lot more than I did. All I had today was really oatmeal and some coffee, some cafe mocha. And It was so sweaty I didn't want to stop because I didn't want to get chilled. So as Les Stroud always says, ah, there you go. I rarely catch my falls on camera, but there you go. And there you go again. Good, I didn't even need to make an outtakes video for this. Anyway, as Les Stroud says, you sweat, you die. So I didn't want to do that. We got 0.3 miles to the car. And actually, I'm not even disappointed that I wasn't able to do the North Country Scenic Trail. This was a plenty trip for me. I learned a lot. I experienced winter camping. Lots of uphills and downhills. And I also can say that I completed the Minister Creek Loop in the winter. That's a win-win for me. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this adventure. It's a pleasure filming this for you guys. And I look forward to doing many, many more. Please like me on Facebook. The name is Outdoor Adventures. You can see my logo. Message me at any time. And I'll be looking forward to your questions for next time. Alright. And with that, be smart, stay safe, and I'll see you on the trail. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, and as promised, here's some outtakes for you and some unreleased footage from last year's trips. Have fun, guys. Now it's... Let's see, straight ahead as I fall down. First something or others that I'm gonna edit out of, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a ninja. Ninja. Hey Josh, what are you cooking over there?
Ramen.
Oh, what's that though?
That's trial number uno.
You're just feeding the animals, I guess?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Look out for nature.
Yeah.
Chipmunks like that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Good
Chicken
job.
flavored too. What?
Chicken flavored. Oh, I bet they love that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's funny as you can't see it, but there's two ants actually tag teaming this ramen noodle to get it out. they're all over. This one's going. That's pretty funny, actually. Look at this. There's like eight ants trying to carry this thing. Oh, the buff. Oh no, the buff. Ah.
Turn around. Your eyes are like real big. You look beat. You're just like.
Gnat flew in my eye. I didn't know. I had to get it. I was trying to get it out. I said, "Is that a bear?" That's the only thing it could possibly be. It couldn't be a shelter. Oh. I feel really loose in my body, and I'm wondering if it's just that, let's see, how am I gonna, I don't know what I want to say exactly, but I guess I'm thinking when you're out here for this long, it has definitely at least cleared my mind. I'm not really worried about anything. I'm not, you know, you don't have to worry about the bills, you don't have to worry about, you know, your obligations or work. You can kind of just do your own thing out here. And something a little odd happened to me yesterday, where this has now become a reality. It's hard to explain, but this is like real life, and out there is kind of the hobby, the fantasy world that we're living in, the Matrix, if you will. And it was a very strange feeling, and I wish I could describe it a little better for you guys. But it was an amazing feeling. Like, this isn't, what I'm doing didn't feel out of the ordinary. Meaning, it just felt like, I don't know what I want to say. It feels like a routine, maybe. The situation is very familiar now, and I guess it's just my way of accepting that I'm out here for this long, and just to have fun with it, maybe. I mean, I haven't been worried about anything since I'd say Tuesday. So it's now Thursday, and it's just a really good feeling, guys, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not tensed up. I feel like I just got a massage, an all-day massage, and I'm relaxing on a beach somewhere, really is what it feels like, if that helps you to figure out what I'm feeling. So, I like it. I really like this feeling, and I might have to do another one of these trips sometime, somewhere else.